just incredible game, ebbs and flows. Proud of our guys to get off to a really good start. I thought we really needed here coming in today on the road. We fought through some, as I said, some moments where we go through those droughts offensively. They're one of the best third quarter teams in the NBA. I told our guys about that. I think that at the end of the half and start the third quarter, I think it was a 16-2 run or something like that they hit us with, and we bounced right back, which I told you guys I'm very proud of. They did a really good job managing at the end of the game there. I mean, Garnett, I've never seen him play better. Rondo was spectacular. And you know, it's all said and done. It's you know, we had a great chance to get this game today, and we had 4 really bad offensive possessions that really hurt us. And that's sort of the sign of a team that's still trying to grow and sort of figure what it is to play this kind of championship basketball in the NBA playoffs. But I couldn't be more proud of our guys. I thought we fought like heck.
Hi, Jackie McClellan, ESPN Boston. How frustrating was it for you? Because your team just did everything you wanted to do, and you go to halftime, you're really only up 5 points.
Yeah. Well, they hit us with that finish at the end. They went to a smaller lineup, Jackie, and we were fine. We missed 3 layups. We missed 3 layups in that stretch. So they hit us with a 10-2 run there, and we missed 3 layups, which really hurt. And then they came out, as I said before, and I think scored 6 quick points. I took a timeout, and I thought we gathered ourselves, and we got right back into it. I thought we executed, did some good things. We kept our turnovers pretty well down. I thought we had some stretches where we made some poor decisions, but you got to give the Celtic defense a lot of credit with that. Doc went with a smaller lineup that was effective for him. And, you know, I don't think that it was the deciding factor. I think that it worked well for them, but at the end of the day, they shot 18 for 19 from the free throw line. We missed 6, so I think basically we had the same amount of field goals. We beat them from the three-point line. They just 18 for 19 from the line, 28 assists. And Rondo is he's an amazing player. He really, really is. He takes that ball wherever he wants to take it on the floor. He's spectacular.
Doug, you'd seen the video of Kevin in the last series. Did anything still catch you off guard? Could you have expected what you got out of it, what you saw out of it in the next season?
Well, I don't know what else we could have done, Steve. I mean, he made a lot of tough shots. I mean, he hits those long jump shots. And we're not gonna run out at him, and we're gonna actually try to get a hand in his face. But you know, all of a sudden you start running around and doing that. Now you free up Paul Pierce and all these other guys. I mean, you have to pick your poison. I mean, Kevin's playing great. I mean, he's playing great. I mean, he's hitting all these shots, fading shots off the glass. I mean, he's playing as well as I've ever seen him play. I mean, so my hat's off to him. But I don't think there was anything that we did poorly with him. I just think sometimes you get trumped.
Doug, it seemed like the Celtics, when they went small, it actually helped their rebounding. You guys were out-rebounding them early. What was going on there, and is there a way to counter that in your mind?
You got to pick up those long rebounds. You know, got to get long rebounds. They scrummed out some balls and beat us on some hustle balls. You know, it wasn't like their big guys were rebounding. I mean, that's where everybody's got to get back and rebound the ball.
Coach, Bob Schramm, Palmer Journal, 4 bad offensive possessions. Was that in the final minutes, or?
Well, you know, we had a breakout that you had the drive, and then we had a turnover, and then we took a tough shot, 2 tough shots.
Doug, Mark Altman, Associated Press. Is this the kind of game where the team, this is a golden opportunity to steal one in Boston, the team just bounces back on Monday, you have no concerns that they lost a real good opportunity to win one here?
If you followed our team all year, that's sort of who we are. We're not going to drop our heads. We don't do that. We just, you know, we'll live to come back, and we'll fight just as hard in game 2. At least as long as I'm the coach.
Hi, Doug. Peter May, KYRIE.
Hey, Peter.
How are you?
A lot better. I've been better.
I'm sure you have. Just taking a look at this game, is this sort of the kind of game you expected, and is this kind of going to be like this throughout the series, where it's going to be ebb and flow? It's not going to be really pretty to watch. It's going to be close, and the defense is going to decide it.
Well, you know, we pride ourselves. I don't think people realize that we're a pretty good defensive team. You know, we're not going to go out there and individually, be a great defensive team. You know, Andre Iguodala's an all-league defender. He's a guy that we think is first-team all-defense, but we think our schemes are good. The big thing for us, Peter, we got to rebound the ball and take care of the ball, and so those were two things coming in. I thought some long rebounds hurt us. We dodged a lot of shots. They were 2 for 18 from 3, and a lot of those were on when they got possession and they had to be scrambling. And that's what I talked to our guys about. When they get their threes, usually is in transition off turnovers when Rondo's pushing that ball, or when they get those scrum out balls and they find those guys behind the three-point, they fan out. We were lucky they missed a lot of those shots today. So we can't count on them doing that again in game 2. We had some guys that struggled shooting the ball today. Drew was only 3 for 13, and he's been playing very, very well, so I expect him to bounce back. He knows he's playing for a coach that never minds a missed shot. Take the next one. And he's done that earlier in the previous series, so we expect him to bounce back. And we'll be ready to go.
Doug, Gary Washburn, Boston Globe. When you don't have one guy to hit shots and take shots down the stretch, is it up to the guys in a situation like tonight to decide who? Is it the hot guy? Which guy is going?
Well, we've sort of done it by committee. It's move the ball and whoever gets the open shot. That's sort of who we are right now as we're trying to grow. That's why we struggled in the regular season. We were 2 and 18 in games under 90 points. I think we won one game 3 points or less. That was in Indiana in overtime late in the year. We won 2 games by 5. I think at one point in time our record was 7 points or less. It wasn't great, and a lot of that is just the ability to close out, and that's what we have to do to continue to get better. I thought in the Chicago Bulls series, we found a guy at the right time, whether it be Dre or whether it be Drew or whoever it might be, on a particular night to make those big shots for us. So that's who we are.
Doug, what did it say to you that the way, number one, Lavoie performed, and number two, that they kind of went small in a way to get him out of there as well and stop him from bleeding them out?
Lavoie played great.
Last one. Is there one more?
Hi, Coach Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. Can you tell us what you were expecting on that final out-of-bounds play when the Celtics were inbound?
Well, we were going to try to get a foul twice, quickly, and Rondo got some space. So they did a good job. We were going to throw the ball in, get a foul, 0.3 of a second, hopefully. Throw the ball in, get a foul, 0.3 of a second.